Hello guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I'm going to talk to you guys tonight about despicable acts of evil. And they're all different types of level of evil. And this story I'm going to talk to you about today hit today, and this is as evil as it gets. You see this juggernaut female up here? This woman is 26 years old, believe it or not. She's a registered nurse. She was a registered nurse at Henrico Doctors Hospital out there in Virginia. I think it's Henrico, Virginia. Either way, shout out. Ladies and gentlemen, this woman, Erin Elizabeth Ann Stratman, age 26, is in jail right now with no bond, charged with malicious wounding of premature babies, including fracturing one of their legs while they were in the hospital. Newborn kids. This woman's a NICU nurse, in case you didn't figure it out. What makes people do the things they do to innocent, people, whether they're babies or not, is beyond me. But what I do know is it shouldn't be tolerated, and punishments should fit the crime. Take a look at what the family said as she was in court today, because she got arrested Thursday. She was in court. Take a look at this.
Because then whatever that was done in the dark comes to the light, and sometimes you don't necessarily want to know what was done.
Dominique Hackey, the father of one of the Henrico Doctors NICU babies found to have broken bones in 2023, concerned that it has taken so long for justice.
I remember her being in the room. She was friendly, she answered questions, but she didn't stay and talk like the other NICU nurses did. She wasn't family like the other NICU nurses were.
He's describing 26-year-old Erin Stratman, the nurse now in jail, charged with felony child neglect and felony malicious wounding, related to a different baby in 2024. Stratman was put on paid administrative leave by the hospital for a year after the 2023 cases of NICU abuse came to light, and then was allowed to return in late 2024. Hackey saying the hospital should be held accountable as well.
Because that shouldn't have happened. If they were suspicious of some person enough to let them go, they shouldn't have brought them back. So that's on them. They failed. Simple.
HCA, the network that oversees Henrico Doctors Hospital, issuing this statement, saying in part it is shocked and saddened by this development in the investigation, and that the hospital is focused on continuing to care for its patients. Stratman was just fired from her job on Thursday, Henrico police arresting her that night. Henrico's Commonwealth's attorney Shannon Taylor says the investigation is not over and more charges could come as detectives continue to review NICU video footage.
We will continue to work on building cases if there is evidence present to build other cases to find if there's additional criminal culpability.
Families of some of the young victims from both 2023 and 2024 were present for Stratman's arraignment, seen leaving the courtroom in tears, some hugging each other for comfort.
Hey, guys, that's the story of this vile piece of shit juggernaut female, Erin Elizabeth Ann Stratman, age 26. Now, I'm going to read this law and crime article to you because it got a whole bunch of stuff that the news media didn't bring up. And shout out to Law and Crime. Check it out. It reads as follows. They failed. Simple as that. The NICU nurse accused of malicious wounding of premature babies, including fracturing one infant's legs. A neonatal intensive care unit NICU nurse at a Virginia hospital is in jail after an investigation determined she abused a premature baby. And there may be more victims. Erin Elizabeth Ann Stratman, 26 years old, stands accused of malicious wounding and felony child abuse in connection to an incident that occurred in November at Henrico Doctors Hospital in Richmond. So it's in Richmond, Virginia. But Stratman's alleged abuse may go beyond just this one incident. According to the hospital, 3 babies suffered unexplained fractures in November. 4 other babies suffered similar injuries in the summer of 2023, the hospital said. Investigators with the Henrico County Police Division reviewed dozens of videos from inside the NICU and were able to point the finger at Stropman. Detectives continue to comb through evidence, including hundreds of hours of footage, in hopes of bringing justice to each baby who suffered abuse. We appreciate the families and public's patience as we work thoroughly and expediently as possible to investigate every part of evidence in connection to these cases. The hospital, in a press conference, described Stropman as a former employee. As a precaution, the hospital shut down its NICU as the investigation unfurls. We are both shocked and saddened by this development in the investigation and are focused on continuing to care for our patients and providing support to our colleagues who have been deeply and personally impacted by this investigation. One of the babies allegedly abused in the summer of 2023, listen to this, guys, was Noah Hackney, who suffered a broken tibia. His father, Dominique Hackney, explained to Richmond CBS affiliate WTVR that Noah and his twin, Micah, were born premature at the hospital in August 2023 and spent time together in the NICU. When Noah was about 2 weeks old, they noticed some discoloration on his left leg. An x-ray unveiled a fracture in the tibia. The family filed a report with Child Protective Services, which determined an employee was responsible for breaking the boy's leg, but not which employee it was. Hackney was flabbergasted that his son wasn't the only one allegedly abused. Cops arrested Stropman on Thursday night and booked her into the Henrico County Jail early Friday, where she is being held without bond. Her next court date is scheduled for March 24th. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you the Juggernaut female. I told you before, Juggernaut real and Juggernaut dangerous. This woman right here is no different. Erin Elizabeth Ann Stropman, 26-year-old villain, species name, Juggernautus Hippocratic Oathus, the sadistic kind. You know what, guys? I'm going to be honest with you. What's heartbreaking about this is a nurse. It's not a nurse's aide. This is somebody that really takes these jobs because they want to help people. I would love to ask her why she became a nurse. And if she said all the right things, I would give her the ultimate punishment. And I wouldn't wait until all these because they still coming through these videos. They say up to 7 babies have been hurt. And they didn't just mention 4. It's supposedly more babies that was messed up during this time. I would take this woman, after she said why she became a nurse, I'd take her right out back. I'd string her up by her feet. I'd recreate the birth process with her somewhat. I'd go and take her and string her up by her feet. Y'all think I'm playing? I would string her up by her feet. And I would note every fracture those babies had. I would string her up, hang her upside down. I'd put an adult diaper on her. I'd tape a motherfucking, what y'all call that shit, the pacifier, to her mouth while she was tied up. And I'd let every family member beat her ass until she bled candy. Like a fucking piñata. This is a goddamn disgrace. Check this out. The hospital didn't fire her and report her. They kept it hush and gave her a year off suspension with pay. So she broke kids' legs like campfire twigs, and all y'all did was suspend her and pay her anyway, so she chilled at home while getting paid for fucking people's kids up. I don't know if it's a shortage of nurses or what, but somebody else need to be locked up too. More than one. Who made that call? That's all I want to know. Who made that damn call? It is. You're doing that type of stuff. What type of enjoyment that you got to get out? You're a psychopath. You're hurting babies. Did you see the little baby? The man, the father got tears coming out of his face. One of the safest places you think you could be in is a hospital when you need help or when you got to have a baby or when your baby's there. And you go home at night thinking about, yeah, I just became a parent. And here your child is unleashed in hell by somebody that's supposed to take care of them, or having hell unleashed upon them. Babies, man, the babies are sick. They gotta be in there for a reason. What was it? Crying made you mad? You went in there and snapped baby's legs. What the fuck is going on? Seriously, what's going on here? Look at where we are in society. This shit is like normal. She didn't think she get caught. Sure, you knew there was cameras in there. But then again, people don't care no more. When they want a piece of your ass, they'll do it. Nobody's scared. Now, she's sitting up there with no thing. They had her in video court because them people would have tore that ass up. Crimes like this, where the victim can't defend themselves or speak for themselves, the parents need to speak. Y'all agree or disagree? Because I want y'all to leave me in the comment section. How would you handle this? That right there would take my breath out my body if I heard that happen to my child. And I wasn't there, especially men. You know how guys are. Y'all know how we are. You feel bad when something happens to your child and daddy wasn't there to protect them. This woman right here need to be taken outside, drawn and quartered right now. For real. That is sick. And you can't fix that. Incarceration don't make that go away. It don't stop sadistic. Trust me, I was in prison. I seen some of the sickest shit I can't even talk about on YouTube. And people laughed and smiled the whole time doing it. Nobody's safe. Old people, men, women, children, newborns, sick newborns. Whether it's by the parents or by the caretakers that are supposed to take care of these people. You took an oath. Well, I think doctors take the Hippocratic oath. I don't know if nurses do, but they know about it. And they know it means something. To have a position as a healthcare worker, regardless of, what the title is, the higher you go up the ladder with title, the more prestige it is. You was a nurse. A lot of people can't even finish nursing school and want to be in your position. And this is what you fucking do. Get it the fuck out of here. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I don't know how it is to have a child hurt like that. But those tears streaming down that brother's face really, really got to me. And I'm done, man. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.